loud.
Hello, my name is Roderick Grays. I am a Senior Resource Development Manager with Modus Engineering and Technology. What we do, we are an engineering and IT staffing agency that uh, we basically staff students or professionals all over the United States in medical device companies, telecommunication companies, um, any regulated companies out there that really needs our services. And some of the top technologies that we really staff in are, like I said, with engineering, we look for system engineers, validation engineers, software engineers, those type of people. Then we also look for, information technology people as well. And when we speak of information technology, we're talking about like software engineers, Salesforce architects, anything that pretty much comes with, with technology, we staff for major companies. So I've been with Modus for 19 years, and I actually started with uh, uh, Adecco, which is the parent company of Modus, say
Oh,
19 years ago. And with that being said, then I worked on site with a company called Roche Diagnostics for 12 of those years, and we also pretty much did the medical device staffing for them as well. So that's my background.
cool. Very interesting. I know when I was reading up about you guys a little bit, so I could learn more before I got on here to talk to you, I saw on the front page of your website, it says something about how important cross-domain thinking is. And I knew that was kind of a new term for me. So I don't know if it was for other people that are outside of your industry. So I didn't know if you could elaborate on that a little bit.
Yes, yes. So cross domain thinking we're not going to be isolated in silos. So we're gonna think outside the box or outside of any domains that is that's out there. So if you come up to Modus with a specific project or anything like that, we're gonna take the project on. We're gonna also learn as well as you learn and help staff in that particular area as well. So that's how we really take a look at what cross domain is in the staffing industry.
Okay, I get that now. I understand. I just wasn't sure about that. And is Modus free? The companies pay you, or do people pay you to place them?
Yes. So we're totally free to the end user or like for you, in your case, the students, or in other cases, the career professionals and things like that. So we are free for for them. Now the company would pay us. We have a a small fee that we charge, but we are free for the end users.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's a question students ask me all the time. And I always, if I don't know for sure, I always suggest that they ask, the recruiter that's working with them.
Exactly, definitely, yeah. So, and I get that a lot when I attend college, career fairs and things like that, and a lot of students may walk past us and things because they think that we're a fee-based company for them, but we're definitely not. We're here to serve, and like I say, we work with a lot of Fortune 500 companies that basically a lot of times students won't be able to get into right out of college, but with us, you can, come in with a entry level opportunity and grow within the company and things like that. So,
Great. So where are you guys based at, Rod?
so my particular company, Modus, we're based in Indianapolis in the Castleton area.
Okay.
Our corporate headquarters is in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, okay, very good. But I know you guys do
So,
reach up here because I know I've been in Letha's come up here several times for career fairs and things. So,
exactly, exactly. Yep. So, yeah. So, I mean, so we're nationwide. So when I mean nationwide, I mean we span. We do a lot of business with a lot of the companies up in the northern Indiana, region where there's a lot of medical device companies and things like that. But then also, I mean, we go from, I mean, New York to California. We have a lot of, large companies we deal with there as well. You know, with the like I say, the technology that we're dealing with now through this COVID era, we've been doing this for a while. Being able to do virtual interviews and things like that, and a lot of our consultants are willing to travel to different, to different areas of the country, for great opportunities and things like that. So, so the good thing about us, we can be nationwide in this technology era.
Great. Yeah, great. Great to know. I know it seems like the students adapt a lot easier than sometimes the employers. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Yes.
yes. So another question I have, if a student would, a new entry-level grad student approached you, what would be your first steps with them?
So my first steps would be with them is I would ask to if they could send me or show me a critique, look at their resume and just see what they're doing and things like that. And I'm more advice driven. So if I look at their resume and see some something need to be corrected on there, or just really see what what they're doing, and if maybe they even left some things off the resume. With us, a lot of times we use a lot of technology to get to to find resumes and things like that. So a lot of times I would tell them, hey, you might want to add some keywords on, or you might even want to add on some of the projects you did in your class, because a lot of students don't have a lot of practical work experience, but they did a lot of projects, at their college and things like that. So we definitely want to go in and add some of those to the resume. So, those are the things I would do. And then, once we did that, I would, take their resume back to my office, share it with some of my colleagues, as well as just, call them back, the next day or so, and really, get to know them, tell them, what direction I want to take their resume, see if they're willing to relocate or anything like that, just in case there may be some opportunities not in Indiana, but there may be, some in California or Denver or, Florida, things like
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
So yeah, so that those are the type of things I would do with their resume, or entry level student coming out of college.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just want to ask all the questions I know that they ask me on a regular basis, so I can actually refer them
Exactly.
to this
Exactly.
video here. Because a lot of them, like I said, we talked before, hesitant to work with a recruiter because they're hesitant of a fee, or just kind of the fear of it. I think I don't
Exactly.
know. My husband has worked with his recruiter on and off for 20 years. So you build a
Exactly.
rapport, and
You
I
do.
want to try and tell students that that's a good thing. So yeah, how are you guys doing in this job market? I mean, have you had
So,
jobs rescinded that you had helped people get, or how are you guys doing with that?
yeah. So in this job market, I've been dealing with this for a long time, and I've seen, a recession and things like that in the past, but it's a little different. So, at the beginning of this, when I think a lot of companies didn't even know where to go and how to really take, how to take the situation. So, we've seen some huge projects canceled and things like that, and so it's been pretty rough. But we're seeing things starting to turn around and rebound. We're starting to see more jobs come available. Since we're starting to come out of the curve that we've really been in with the coronavirus and things like that. So so like I said, right now we are, pretty much staying busy, because like I said, we're working nationwide, and there's a lot of companies that are essential that are supporting this virus as well. So to go ahead and really get a cure or a treatment for this particular, coronavirus or virus. So.
Yes, yes, very important. So your advice is to keep applying, keep looking, keep searching, keep applying.
Definitely keep applying. Definitely keep applying. Yeah. So and a lot of times, when you're applying, I would just tell the students to, a lot of times think outside the box and things like that. You may, go in for, one major and things, but you never know. Look outside of, and look at your strengths. So, you may be a help desk person, or you may be um, let's say IT or engineer and things like that, but you may be a strong writer, or you may be really strong in math. So that means you can either become a tech writer, or you may become a data analyst. It's just really, where your strengths lie. I understand that a lot of times your degree may say electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and things like that. But, you never know what's going to, hit you once you graduate from college, but keep your options open. Um, so.
Great advice. Great advice. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I
Yes,
really appreciate you being here, Rod. I mean, it's great to meet you. I
definitely.
Yes, thank you for taking your time. I will be sure to advertise this to students so they can learn more about Modus and how you can help them find the job of their dreams.
Yes, please. Yes, and
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
and please share my contact information with any student because, like I say, I'm here as an advisor or mentor as well. Because send resumes or anything like that that may need critiquing. My office, I mean, we do this a lot. So what that means is I have probably about 10 to 12 colleagues that will look at it and say, hey, we may need to adjust this, or it's a perfect resume. Let's see what we can do to find them internships and things. So don't never hesitate to send a resume to anyone for assistance and help.
Great. That's great advice. Thank you so much, Rod. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you so much, Amy, and I really appreciate it as well.
Yeah. All right. Stay well.
Okay, you too. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
Bye bye.
Bye.